Okay, welcome to Kaala Radio. It is Sunday. I am tired yet again. Am I getting old? Maybe, but who cares? This is Desecravity with Demonize, the Old Enemy. Okay, that was Funeral Sutra with their song Hope off the first album, Meditations. We're going to be listening to something a little bit different right now. This is Vampillia or Vampillia, whichever one you want to call it. These songs are a little bit short. The names are definitely not. This first song is Day of Departure, Be a Devil, Hath Moved Forward. I don't even know what that means. But we're going to follow that up with their other song, wonderfully, Whole Luck Is My Side, Alice in Murderland, and enjoy it. welcome back to Kaala Radio. You've just been listening to Vampillia, or Vampillia, whichever one you want to call it. You're joining me here in the studio with Aaron, the dirtbag, whatever your name wants to be. You can choose that in a minute. And Matthew Ketchum, a.k.a. Wet Mouth Matthew. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you all doing?
Pretty good. Kind of tired, because last night was a really good concert. I had a great time at that, but...
Which concert was that, man?
Well, that was, Bizzare Voice Volume 5, I think it was, put on by a wonderful, fuzzy, friendly death metal band by the name of Defiled.
Yeah.
They were a lot of fun.
Nice.
I'm glad I got back into the venue, which was quite small.
Yeah, wow. I have not...
That's probably the biggest understatement ever. Like, Mark sent us a photo saying, like, this is...
of the floor schematic.
Yeah, this is really,
with the
really
toilet.
small. Yeah, and he actually said, like, this is smaller than El Puente's toilet. And I just thought nothing's smaller than El Puente's toilet. And then walking in there, it was like, oh my god, this is...
He was right.
Absolutely tiny. But I think it worked, like, especially when you're watching
the sound
bands.
people knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
It's-
she knew what she was doing. It was one little
Yeah.
lady, and she got it bang on.
Wait, was she the one behind the bar?
Yeah, and she was the one behind the
okay.
mixing desk.
And also setting up like the drum equipment, like helping Tom put his.
Oh, so it was kind of like a
stuff all
one-person
together.
show.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't know. Okay, that actually, I'm sort of happy to hear that.
I think I saw her in the kitchen of the Thai restaurant next door.
Oh,
to be
really?
honest.
I'm kind of happy to hear that because I remember going in and when I first saw some of our friends there, of course, you know, what do? You get a drink. And we're standing at the bar, like, trying to get a drink, and we order a beer, and she says, oh, no, we don't have any more beer. It's like, how does that? That never happens. What are you talking about? And then, like, there was no line, and it was really kind of just a cluster something.
Cluster.
Yeah.
Cluster.
I don't believe this.
Yes, there we go. That's what I was looking
Well,
for.
look, we have JCVD on hand. He's in the studio
Yeah,
now, ready and waiting to provide his
I'm not
voice.
Hey,
supposed to cover
Jean-Claude.
up your mistakes, Aaron.
Hey, buddy.
But anyway, we've already started talking about beer rather than talking about the band. So,
Right.
what were the other amazing bands?
In addition to Defiled, there was a nice little band by the name of Wretch.
Nice.
Yeah.
They must be awesome with the band.
Yeah,
Who
they're-
said that? Who's
they're-
cheering for us?
They're getting better. And oh, by the way, everybody who's tuning in, I am joined by 2 members of Wretch, and myself being an ex-member, so it's a little bit of a
Nepotism.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got that going on. But in addition to Wretch and Defiled, there was also Porno State, or did they end up dropping off the bill last minute?
No, Porno State came on first. They were
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Oh, they were. Okay, I missed them.
Very, very good.
I didn't get a chance to hear them. I was warming up in the restaurant next door.
They're very good. They're one of these bands that plays around the Shinjuku area. Almost,
Wildside.
like almost
They're a
every
Wildside
week.
band.
And they were really impressive. They were they reminded me of early 90s Slayer. Just really, really tight, really like that American tight kind of thing.
Wow, I didn't
Really
expect that.
good.
I've never even heard. I see their name all over the place.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
actually
yeah.
heard them.
At Studio Crew, where we practice, like half of the posters in there have a Porno State logo somewhere on it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they practice. I don't know. I get the feeling that Wildside is like slowly building, like a community or something because they've
What
got.
is Wildside?
Well,
Matt?
Wildside is. I'd say it's probably one of the biggest or the most popular kind of underground clubs in Shinjuku, anyway.
In Tokyo, definitely. Like you say, they have a following.
Yeah.
It's very good. And if you come to Japan, you can check Kaala, the Kaala website,
Right.
for whatever they're putting on. But generally, you will see good concerts going on at Kaala.
Well, of course, because that's what we focus
I meant
on.
to say Wildside.
Wildside's a little
Gotcha.
bit different because it does have kind of, I don't want to call it a clique, but
It would be a clique.
or whatever you want to call it.
Clique. then.
They've got their crew, right? And hence Studio Crew. And like the bands that play there generally kind of sound sort of similar. And it's always a little bit tongue in cheek and
they
maybe goofy.
tend to do a lot of shows with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Tyrant of Mary,
Right. Porno State.
Endel, Porno State, GTK for a while.
GTK for a little bit.
GTK who opened
Well,
up the show. last
Either
week, I
Wretch
believe.
or Dark Corpse used to do shows with Endall. I remember going to see
I want to
Endall.
play with
man,
them
Dark
again.
Corpse.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Dark Corpse did a lot of shows with Hendel.
Yeah, I think we did 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Satoshi is.
Yeah,
like, what a dude.
Tanaka-san. I
Yeah,
love that guy.
that guy is so nice.
Funny enough, when I went to see Iron Maiden at the Ryogoku, he was walking through the crowd was kind of like a who's who in the Tokyo scene, and obviously he was one of the guys there, just like sitting down, like massive belly.
Yeah,
popping out.
he's got one of the best beer bellies. And I'm something of a connoisseur.
And he's very proud.
Wild Side is actually how far away from that, from Merry-Go-Round?
It's close.
Yeah,
it's real
it's
close.
only like...
So it's like an annex almost, what they built with Merry-Go-Round.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. And then they have Studio Crew so they've got like their really big place, which is Wild Side,
like
and then they've got their
second
little
stage.
their second stage, which I guess would be Merry-Go-Round, and then they've got Studio Crew, which is kind of like the development area or something.
Wild Side has. It's strange because Merry-Go-Round was absolutely tiny, and in fact, even when Porno State were playing, we had trouble getting in the door.
Yeah.
There are people standing right there. Wild Side is a totally different thing, where there is space outside for the merch. Then, whereas for Merry-Go-Round, obviously a lot of people weren't there who may be listening now. The merch tables were in a Thai restaurant next door, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But free
kind of
Thai
cool
food.
as well.
Yeah, totally. Wild Side is like this labyrinthine place.
It's like a dungeon.
Yeah, and like there's a massive place backstage for the bands. There's two places for bands to play, one on the floor, one on the stage.
Yeah, they do
it's
that.
really, really good.
And what the setup is like, it's behind like a pizza restaurant, or it's really back in this alley, and then you go deep down underground in like basement, like second floor basement, and you get in, and there's the door to enter the studio or the venue proper, and there's this weird like wooden construct sort of thing that I don't know what function it serves, but it's there. And you have to like you kind of have to duck,
confuse and astound.
right? And then if you go
Picturing some sort of like kinetic sculpture made of wood.
And then, but then if you go the other way, there's just like this really depressing just hallway, right? That doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. It's just doors.
And that's where they do merch.
Yeah.
Right. It's this odd setup. I don't know what that building was originally intended for, but
I do remember walking around the neighborhood before the show, which is in Nichome.
Sanchome, wasn't it?
Nichome.
Was that Nichome?
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely Nichome.
Okay.
Which is Tokyo's gay district.
Right.
It's like the least gay district on the planet.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the gay district.
It doesn't
like
even get
Tehran,
gay until
like,
after
more gay
dark.
than that.
Yeah.
Much like myself.
But
I do remember being at the park, that nearby park with the water feature with Mark before the show started, and I saw two men in wheelchairs roll up, and they were holding hands, and I was
that's
like,
so nice.
"Oh, it's so great they found each other." They had to have been through like a dating service or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
As you walk off, and they all both pull out maces and start smashing each other. In the
like,
face.
oh no, this is some really weird sport that I'm totally rooting for right now.
Well, it was. I actually myself, I hung out in that park too last night with the Saboteur. Did you meet him? I think
Bill's friend.
Right.
From,
I think
San Fran.
his real name.
Salvatore.
Right.
San
But
Fran.
when Bill said it, it was really loud, and I couldn't really hear, and I thought he said
Saboteur.
And I was just like, that's a really cool name.
It's Italian.
So yeah, he's the Saboteur.
I'm going to be hanging out with him next week.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's right. Tom is going to San Francisco. So
San
anyone
Fran.
listening in San Francisco, look for
go.
a 6'4" black Englishman with really long hair,
And a
and he
top
wears
hat.
leopard print everywhere he
all
goes,
over the place.
every day.
Spans.
That's Tom Giles.
Yeah. And if you still are confused, then I have a massive Jean-Claude Van Damme head tattooed onto the back of my head. I've even had some body modification where they've actually cut lips out on the back of my head.
And your brother's Bill Brasky.
Funny. I think the funniest thing that I heard last night was future guest of ours, Pablo, and our drummer Tom get into an argument about how to pronounce your name.
My name?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me set this up. Because Pablo was talking to Tom, Drum Tom, which we call him, whose name is spelled with Thomas, and our host's name is Tomas. But we call them both Tom, because that's how the name is pronounced. And Drum Tom, swear to God, I don't want to embarrass him, but I could not stop thinking about this.
Wait,
This
let's call him up
entire
quickly.
day. This entire day. I was at Slices earlier, the pizza place in Shibuya, and I could not stop thinking about this. Pablo was calling Tom, Drum Tom, Tomas, because he's Latin, so that's how they pronounce it. And Tom's like, no, it's pronounced Thomas. And he's like, oh yeah, Tomas.
Say it like a real
he's like,
Chicagoan.
no, Thomas. And I was like, well, it's look, your name's the same as the other Tom's name. I was like, no. Guitar Tom, I'm pretty sure he pronounced his name Thomas. And I was like, I am 100% sure that is not true. That is impossible.
How many seconds did it take you to walk away from that conversation?
I was fascinated. I've been thinking about this since. I was like, that can't be. So please settle it for us.
I will settle this for it. It is pronounced.
Right.
Oh my God, he's died. Oh, this will haunt me for the rest of my life. Oh, jeez.
But who were so going back to last night? The other bands on the bill. Who am I forgetting?
Oh.
Defiled, Wretch, Porno State.
Okay, so we have Desecravity, who opened up the show. They're really, really good.
They're super.
The dude from Myocardial Infarction as well.
And strangely enough, I found this out because when I was entering the information for the show onto the Kaala website, I had to look up a bunch of information on Desecravity, and their label is Pittsburgh-based. I can't remember their name right now, but they're released on a Pittsburgh label, which is where we're being broadcast.
Their album was mixed by the dude from Hate Eternal, Kevin. Eric Rutan.
Wow, I had no idea.
Or Ruta, if you want to make him sound like a Viking god, which he is.
Kaala has roots in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Matthew, wet mouth sound ketchup. That's enough of that. I can't take much more of that. I was from the Pittsburgh area.
Right.
Went
And
to
we're
Mount Lebanon High School.
That's correct. Yeah. And we're being broadcast on WRCT out of Carnegie Mellon. So that's an interesting little connection between the Japanese underground tech death metal scene and a pretty cool town that I happen to hail from.
I don't want to diss Pittsburgh since we're being broadcast there.
Well,
and my family is also from Pittsburgh. They all went to University of Pittsburgh.
And actually, so wild thing too, speaking of Pittsburgh, I was telling you about the awesome time I had at Moonstep on Friday. I also ran into a bunch of people who know, like, the Roboto Project and this dude who was playing at, I think, the Smiling Moose and Howlers, all in, like, these are Pittsburgh venues, and it's like, how in... And then another guy came up and was like, wait, are you talking about Pittsburgh? Another Japanese dude who plays punk or something, right? And it's suddenly just surrounded by a bunch of Japanese punks who know and love Pittsburgh.
Small world, man.
Yeah. Really
Iron
weird.
City getting out there.
Yeah, I know. It's.
Who are you working for?
Anyway, the one band... Excuse me, I'm opening up a bottle of Perrier.
Pepsi, yes.
There.
A bottle with a aluminum lid.
Wait a minute. Perrier doesn't come in bottles.
It's like I remember going to New
Or
York
cans.
when I was recording loads of stuff, and I was recording sounds, and I kept going to people, yeah, I'm recording this for my blind mother. And no one ever... I didn't even realize that, like,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you saying you were walking around New York?
Yeah.
Recording,
But,
telling people that you're recording sounds for your blind mother.
Yeah, it was like quite despicable.
That's a pickup line like none I've ever
And
heard.
it didn't work at all. We have missed out one of the bands off
there's
that
one more.
list.
Porno State, Wretch,
Come on,
Desecravity.
I'm wearing the t-shirt.
God. Oh, I feel Neuroticos.
Neuroticos, who
Yes.
are Wretch have played with Neuroticos before in Heavy 6-0.
Yeah, that was
and they are just a death metal band. Like, they are a
From
straight
Hiroshima.
death metal band from Brazil.
Well, Brazil,
slash
Hiroshima, right.
They're really, really nice guys. I noticed they couldn't keep their eyes off the person I was with last night as well, which I was actually quite proud of
Yes,
as well.
there you go.
They're Brazilian. They got that hot Latin blood.
Yeah. And I really, really rate them.
They're-
Actually, very, very highly.
Yeah. I mean, they're really
I
tight.
really like their style.
I see them at shows quite frequently.
Yeah, no,
especially
they
at
get
Wretch
around.
shows, yeah.
They get around. Well, no, I mean,
Is that right? They've been to
Oh, yeah.
some of our shows.
No, they
Yeah.
definitely come. They
Oh
definitely
man,
show
I
up.
should probably actually look at the audience once.
No, they're they do
No.
they do kind of an
It's not worth it.
at least some of them are brothers, right? And I know that the Brazilian community in Japan is pretty tightly knit anyway. But they're doing this. I respect the hell out of it. Like it's like brothers in arms, kind of like we're so metal, and if you're with us, then we will go to hell together. Like they if they latch onto you, like all right, we're good, we're cool.
I kind of don't want to go to hell though.
Or heaven, or just die.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. That's fine. Yeah, they were nice guys. It's weird like meeting people like that because I still respect them a hell of a lot.
Well, it was funny too. Last night was the first time that I spoke with Bruno in English, and this happens occasionally.
And he's good, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely conversational level, right? But there's at least 4 or so people that I'm friends with who, for say, like the first year of our friendship, I had no clue that they spoke English.
Oh, you guys just speak Japanese
Yeah,
together.
so for the longest time with all of Neuroticos, who all are fluent in English, and as well as...
Well, shoot, we should get him on the show sometime.
Well, that's what I was talking to Bruno last night about coming on, I believe,
Let's
August
do it.
3rd. Yeah. Hey, Jean!
Ah, Jean-Claude! You know, you can use that microphone sitting in front of you. You don't got to sit there,
Yeah,
you know,
come out of the corner.
alternately taking your shirt off and putting it back on.
But keep doing that as well,
Oh,
Jean-Claude.
yeah, well, I mean, don't stop that.
Those abs, man.
Yeah. It gives us something to live up to.
So I was gonna do this as a article on Kaala.
Oh, right,
but
right.
I realized it would just basically turn into a long conversation, which would probably be better for like a round table. And I had originally wanted to title it "Metal Isn't Cool." Like, bottom line, metal's not cool. Because that was one of the things that drew me to it. Was like, okay, no one will ever call me a poser if I get into metal because nobody gives a shit
The Russians killed him.
about
Cool.
it. Yeah. Cool. Thanks,
Hey,
Jean-Claude.
Jean.
Yeah. So I was gonna like try to work up like a very strong argument that's like explains why metal's not cool. But then I realized like, oh well, the first thing that's gonna have to happen is a big long thing about what is cool. So I had to like
That's
research.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, naturally that'd be the first step, right? So I had to do a lot of research on that front. I did see some interesting stuff, but what it made me start thinking about is like, what is the cultural capital of metal? Like what traces has it left behind?
It depends
on
what kind of metal. Because
Well,
for some people it's Birmingham.
pop culture wise, like
Judas Priest.
is there a
Black
distinction
Sabbath.
in a lot of people's minds? I mean, like the
Yeah, I think there is, like, for someone, because I didn't start on things like Black Sabbath and Motorhead and stuff like that. I started on basically like the Birmingham bands or like the Midlands, north of England bands, so like Nottingham area, that kind of stuff, which is obviously where
give us
Earache
some
from.
names.
Bolt Thrower. The huge one was Napalm Death.
Of course.
Carcass.
Yep.
Godflesh. Like those kind of bands. So for me, I don't know, maybe I would say like north of England for me was quite a big place. Not that I'd ever want to go there on some kind of like travels, because the only time I even went up north, I walked out of the bus, told a joke,
Got punched.
and a guy grabbed me round the neck.
What?
And I kid you not, luckily I was actually with someone who was absolutely huge at the time, and it's just like, I don't think you want to do that right now. But
You get off the bus.
I kid you not, it was within a
the north.
5-minute time. Yeah, and my friend actually said, like, oh yeah, that's how they say hi when you come up here. The other one, of course, is, I mean, it's a general thing, but like Tampa.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Like
although a lot of the
90s.
Tampa bands are not considered, some of them aren't originally considered from Tampa, like Death, definitely no. Cannibal Corpse, no. Like, they all gravitated towards that scene. And that, in the early 90s, was massive.
Oh, but aren't Cannibal Corpse originally
for
from
sure.
Buffalo?
Yeah, they're Buffalo, New York,
yeah.
but
Which is a terrible city.
they started moving, I believe, because of the Morrisound thing, they started moving down to...
Sure, but I'm thinking modern time. I mean, 1996 was 20 years ago. As crazy as that sounds to
Yeah.
say that out loud.
And I'm turning 30 next month.
And like one of the things that just made me start thinking about this was an article on Vice a long time ago about quote unquote black metal hipsters. I'm sure you've read it. Like
I can't remember it,
The
but
writer walked
yeah.
into a bar somewhere in Brooklyn, and the bartenders were talking about black metal. He's like, "Oh well,
Yeah,
was it
does ring a
Death
bell.
Heaven or something was coming to
Yeah.
town," and they're like, "That's not black metal." And
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
remember
"Oh,
reading
these,"
something about
and the
that.
word he used was black metal hipsters. And I was like, "Wait, that can't be a
okay.
thing, because black metal's not cool, and nobody cares about black metal."
No,
Right?
no.
Well, that's a bit of a defensive
back in
reaction.
'93. That was
Totally.
funny enough.
Like,
I had
23 years ago.
I had this discussion with someone the other day, because you meet people and they're like, oh, so you like metal, and some people are just like, yeah, well, metal, whatever, and some people are generally more interested and just kind of like, well, tell me a bit more about it. So I had this person come around to my house, and I've got that what's it called? What's the name of the photographer? Peter Best, and he's got that true Norwegian
Right.
black metal book, and it's a fantastic looking book. And so this girl was saying, like, wow, I just can't, it looks terrifying. And I remember kind of hit England 93 to 95, but that whole storm of oh my god, this is actually terrifying music, and
having
having
a
a
church
chat,
burning.
and like having a chat with parents of kind of like, are you listening to black metal?
I compare that to like the advent of like gangster rap in America, where everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is frightening music," and these people, they're actually killing each other in the street, and
that, or maybe video games too.
it's like, well, in the case of black metal and hip hop, like they actually were killing each other. Well,
Yeah.
like
Well, in
one or
England-
two.
in
yeah,
England,
but I mean,
one or
everybody's
two
killing
big
each other all the
names.
time.
Someone killed
died.
someone in England over Street Fighter 2, so
Yeah.
set them on fire. This is the thing, because we talked about, I think it was with Tom last night, we were talking about a band. I think it was Alcest, or
Yeah.
one of the offshoots of that, like Amorceurs, or whatever they're called. And he was saying, yeah, I just can't dig it, 'cause it's like, it's not black metal. But
No,
I
I
felt
agree with
it
that,
had come like full circle of, black metal. Like you listen to something like one of the early Darkthrone albums, like under
Well,
a
their history is just all over the place.
Yeah,
Darkthrone
yeah.
sounds like Darkthrone. They don't sound like black metal or punk or whatever. They are all over the place.
Yeah, but like in the re-release of Under a Funeral Moon, they're talking about trying to make it sound so bad, and in fact, Peaceville basically saying we don't want you on our label anymore because it sounds that bad. And little did they know they had like one of the classic kind of second wave albums there. But making it sound so bad that it was like unlistenable, like a really horrifying experience. And it seems black metal is coming round to this whole kind of like, wow, we've gone full circle. But like black metal is still extreme. This is just the ultimate opposite of that kind of tiny little extreme of like, shoegaze, it's beautiful, it's very, very lush. However, I also was given a book by one of the dudes from that band, Winter Philith. And he basically said, this is a really good book. It's really, really interesting because it gets into some of the... it looks in a more in-depth way at the aesthetics of black metal, etc., etc. But at the same time, it has articles from someone... Hunter Hendricks from Liturgy, and it's ridiculously pretentious.
Yeah, did you read that stuff? That
It's terrible, and it's
so
basically them like deciding between themselves, when did black metal really become black metal? And it's like, well, like when Venom did the album Black Metal, right? Or I don't know, when Sarcophago came about, anything like that. But they do it as this kind of, it was when Burzum shot, or Grishnak shot Euronymous, and it's really pathetic. It's a real kind of, like I think the one thing about black metal is you just don't think about stuff like that. You just do.
Going back to the subject at hand, right? Is metal cool or metal isn't cool or whatever?
Modern time.
It must be if people are writing books about it.
Well, yeah,
is my point.
That, but I think
also vampires.
Right. This is the third time that we'll have brought this up, but it also goes back to the genre thing and how a lot of us, and I think just generally speaking, a lot of bands these days are kind of just not jumping the shark, but not doing what bands have been doing before genre-wise, right? Like it's spreading, like with black metal and shoegaze sort of thing, like introducing these sparse different elements, right? And so for me, and I think this also relates to kind of how Neuroticos acts, just in like sociably, right? It's not so much about, oh, this thing is cool, like whatever that means. It's much more about relatability and open-mindedness, right? Be it death metal, be it grindcore, be it, extreme doom, be it punk, be it whatever. All of these extreme genres, all of these extreme sounds. I don't really care which one it is. If it sounds good, I like it. But there's a mindset that kind of goes along with that is exploratory, adventuresome, or adventurous, open-minded. And so whatever genre it is, it's not about being cool, right? It's about knowing that somebody that you're talking to or that you're, in the pit together with or drinking with or whatever has reached, not a level of enlightenment, it's nothing as big as that, but is open enough and interested enough in kind of this sounds so cheesy, the possibility,
sound very cool.
The possibilities of life.
But
right?
what would be the benefit of like for instance, like hip hop in America, being a poser?
Well, that's why like this
you would get cultural capital. You'd be part of something that's considered super popular and has huge impact on fashion and music and other industries.
Well, maybe the reason.
Whereas if you did that with metal, what would you get?
I think
from pretending to be really
women.
metal.
Well, you wouldn't get into
women,
You'd get a lot of backlash.
loose women,
Women of a certain
Yeah.
kind.
You know, you'd get a lot of backlash and probably a lot of something or other. But
You heard it here, kids.
don't
Metal
play
will get
rock
you
and roll.
chicks.
Yeah.
Chicks.
But no, there's something. It
totally doesn't, by the way.
yeah. It
Nobody told me.
It really
really
transcends, or
F these guys.
It can transcend notions of cool or uncool or whatever, right? Because what I'm interested, what I gain from playing in bands and
Sound very
listening.
cool.
Yeah, none of it sounds very cool.
Yeah. What you gained something, right? You have a community.
But I mean, there
people.
was a time when it was huge in pop culture.
Yeah, especially death metal. You remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Connect death metal for me.
Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, it's
is
Ace
in-
Ventura, dude.
Oh, no, he's also in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure.
No, he's not.
Ace
pretty
Ventura
sure.
is not in TV.
Definitely Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
but I'm
Ace
pretty
Ventura.
Sure, I'm pretty sure he's
okay.
in both.
No, it's not.
Oh, the
like,
dude from Cannibal Corpse.
Look it up on your phone.
Well, Chris
okay.
Barnes?
No, there's a concert. Yeah, no, there totally is. Casey Jones. That's where they meet Casey Jones.
At a Cannibal Corpse
Yes.
concert. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
look that up.
That
I
is
don't
true.
believe that.
Oh,
Because Ace Ventura, like the story goes behind Ace Ventura is that Jim Carrey was actually a big fan of death metal.
Right, there's that interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where he talks about Napalm Death and Cannibal
Look it
Corpse.
up though, man. Let's
Okay.
because I think you're mistaking Cannibal Corpse for
TMNT.
Vanilla Ice, Matt.
That was the second one.
That was
Yeah.
good. That was
They
number
used.
two.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go.
See, we're not cool. Like, you've fallen into my trap.
Damn you, Jean-Claude.
God, stop laughing and keep looking it up. Funny enough, that movie was actually quite a big one for me as well.
TMNT?
Yeah, no,
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, because that is a good song. I think it's Hammer Smash Face they play in that.
Yes, I think it is.
And buying the English version of Tomb of the
it's
Mutilated.
weird. I'm pretty sure that Cannibal Corpse had a brief stint in like Hollywood as the go-to extreme metal band for a movie. Like if you wanted to shoot,
Just with
Dude,
that
like
name,
they were a
sure.
huge band. I've always heard that Morbid Angel are the biggest, or for a while were the biggest selling death metal band. But I can't help but think Cannibal Corpse
Yeah.
are
yeah, that
like way above them.
I would think so.
I remember going to see them in Shibuya, and
You saw them
you
here?
you could not walk in the door.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Well, you could if you smashed it really
Honest-
hard on the person.
you know, like I
behind the door.
don't dislike Cannibal Corpse at all, but it is one of those bands that if you're wearing a T-shirt or a patch, it's like, yeah, everybody, like, why are you flying that color? That's not interesting. That's just atarimae. That's just what everybody does.
Yeah, but they are a good band. Like you cannot fault.
No, you can.
like,
yeah.
Eaten Back to Life is so good. Tomb of the Mutilated is amazing. Like Tomb of the Mutilated is doing stuff that people now are doing way before. It's a really good album.
But they are from Buffalo.
And
which-
kind of Tampa as well, man.
I remember seeing Converge in Buffalo in like 2007 with a band called Genghis Tron.
Oh yeah, Genghis Khan, yeah.
They were excellent.
With that crazy front cover of like that weird building.
Yeah, there's
on
the front
fire.
cover, but no, their live show had like probably about 50. I guess there were fluorescent lights, vertically in a row behind the stage, and it's a guy in a guitar, and then the vocalist, and then the dude who kind of programs everything. They don't have a live drummer. And all of these fluorescent lights were like triggered and timed to what they were playing, and it was this amazing spectacle of a live show.
On an off note, you should see the thing I
This is
just bought.
taking way too long
Yeah, I
to
know.
find. This is-
I really
Yeah,
want
no,
incredibly
man.
difficult.
It's because it doesn't exist. Cannibal Corpse.
It
We're
exists.
never into
I
this.
was told
Don't
that.
make me go and watch that movie. Don't make me go and watch that movie.
The first one's not bad.
Come on, how hard is it to find that?
Come on. Aaron.
Actually,
Right, you two talk. I'm
surprisingly
gonna find it.
difficult.
So is metal cool or what? I mean,
Well, I'm thinking about how it's portrayed in modern times, and I can only come with like two examples where like metal is a central theme of like some piece of media. Aside from the what is it, Adult Swim series Metalocalypse.
yeah, man, Adult Swim. I have such good memories of watching that. Except for
Metalocalypse was fun. I like Brandon Small.
yeah, but let's
He had
stay
done a lot of
let's
stuff.
stay on target.
But
stay on target.
beyond that was a Canadian TV series. What was it called? Something in the Book of the Something.
You got something?
This is a thing that there is an extra section from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where it's kind of, you know, whatever, like one of the things like, oh my god, immediately it turns to porn.
Oh, awesome.
It is basically
Jones. April
a
O'Neil.
video of them playing guitar, but someone has overdubbed Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So they
I
were
found that.
Oh no, so
But
that's
it's
just-
not
okay.
real.
Yeah.
It's not real. So,
Okay. Well, that.
so there you have it. Metal
that-
is
there you
not
have it,
cool.
folks. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are cool. And
Yeah, man, that number 3 sucks. Have you watched when they go to Japan?
Number 2 wasn't good either. They
3
weren't,
is even
They weren't allowed
worse.
to use their weapons in the second film. They didn't. They never used their weapons.
Was that like the point of the film? I can't
No,
remember.
like parents groups had gotten on their case after the first one.
thank God for Jean-Claude Van Damme
Yeah.
and his fists.
Oh, and he's
of
running
fury.
away now,
Yeah.
so we got to go catch him.
Okay.
Jean-Claude.
So we'll.
he's
I'm not
gone.
coming back, guys.
Hey,
jeez.
no, man.
Well,
come
bring the
on.
microphone. Oh no, you're gonna
All right,
take it.
all right.
I
all right,
can't.
Let's go get
I'm
him.
too drunk.
All right.
Okay, all right, people.
We'll
so,
finish this conversation another time.
Gosh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
an
let's not
ongoing.
finish it. Let's just
what
shoot it
song
in the
are
back.
we gonna
anyway.
go out on, Tom?
Let me have a check, man. So we started with we've had Desecravity, we've had Funeral Sutra, we've had Vampillia, and we are going to move into 2 really cool songs. Actually, we're going to start off with Shikabane.
Which means zombie.
Is that right?
Yep, that's what it means.
Okay, and that is the drummer from Guevna's.
Yes, Demi. Way back in the
band.
day.
Oh, Guevna. I love seeing them live.
Yep.
And
And Unholy Grave, yes. And
oh,
Unholy
is that
Grave.
right? Unholy Grave as well.
Because Temmie just started up in Unholy Grave, I think last year.
Of course, yeah, because the drummer passed away, right?
Right,
yeah,
right.
Okay. So this is Hito no tame ni o sekiru ka jibun no tame ni something something something.
Man,
Oh,
what is that?
Ikiru no... Let me see it.
Yeah, have a read.
Oh, man, this picture is tiny.
Yeah.
Why is it full of Ninja Turtles?
God damn
Look at
you,
all this
turtles.
porn. 人のために生きるか、自分のために生きるか。Are you living for people or are you living for yourself?
Oh, I was like, wait, Hito Tamini, like, for the purpose of people.
自分のために生きるのか
Okay.
would be...
And anyway, after that, after Shikabane, you're gonna hear Transgressor with Limbless Doom. That's a really cool song. And I believe, what is it, August 23rd, we'll be
Yes.
recording
Takashi from-
something for me that I have been waiting for since we started doing this. I've been saying, like, let's get him on. Takashi Tanaka.
Tom has
From-
a visible erection right now.
Yeah, I am engorged.
I can't take my eyes off it.
From Anatomia, Transgressor, Wormridden. Who else am
What
I
else?
missing out? Necrophile,
Yep. Yeah.
Waco Jesus, and a band
He's-
I've never actually heard before, but they apparently exist.
Waco
Should
So-
be a great episode, even just for the music.
Yep.
That will
Yeah,
undoubtedly
and
be
Well,
just,
hell, we could
just
probably
for
just
our
play all
chat.
his music.
Yeah. I was kind of planning on doing that, to be honest.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, enjoy Shikabane. See you later, ladies.
See ya.
Metal's not cool.
Yay.
Okay, you've just listened to Shikabane and Transgressor. In fact, next month we'll be having Takashi from Transgressor in the studio at Chaos. So please listen in for that. I now have a very, very weird song for you. This is Def.Master with the song Blaze. Oh my god, this is going to get weird.
What can you do? What can you
We've just listened to Infernal Revulsion with Trapped in Concrete, Seek Insanity off their first album. Before that, we had Valkylie. That is Valkylie with an L, with Dark Lake. That is a weird one. If you ever find that, then good luck to you, sir. And we are now going to listen to a song called Burnt with Thoughts by the band Vortex from, I believe, around 2001. I wanted to play this song because it reminds me a lot of some of the later Death songs, especially songs off Human. So enjoy. That was Acrostix, who is Japan's answer to Amoebix, who is England's answer to Neurosis. No, I'm just kidding. Amoebix came first. We've got Sigh for you, Hail Horror Hail, and we will be finishing off with Japan's premiere punk band, Life. What's the nature? Au revoir, mes amis.
Celebrate your death, let it sting it.